Hello. Hello! In this video we will be looking at the Elves for King's War Vanguard. So you can find these either in the rulebook, or I will be using the updated list. I'll put a link below into the updated list. It will be accurate at time of recording, so if there's been an updated one after time of recording, then sorry, might do an updated one, just depends how much gets changed, I guess. Elves in King's War, really. Pointy ears, thin stature, very elite in all areas. So the warband ability is preternatural agility, and you need 3 power to use this. Until the end of the current round, all models in the warband of race Elf have the parry and dodge rules, which are pretty nice. Makes it harder to hit them, especially in close combat, which is nice. There's faction specific spells. First one is Enchant Weapons. It's a short spell, range 12 inch, 1d8. Target a friendly unactivated model even if it is engaged. If a hit is scored, no wounds are caused. Instead, the model gains a +1 modifier to all its melee and ranged attack rolls in its new turn, which isn't bad at all. I can see why it's just only 1d8 though. If you've got quite a few wizards, you could use this multiple times in a turn. Really go to town with it. But, you know, it's an option. Second one is Astral Mirror. It's a long spell, range 9 inch. Target an enemy spellcaster. For the remainder of the round, roll a dice each time that spellcaster casts a spell. On a 6+, so a 3 in 8 chance, the spell fails with no effect. Any action, short or long, or power the model used is still spent. In addition, the enemy spellcaster must then make an armor roll to avoid taking a wound. Now that is nice, because most spellcasters have got average to naff armor, so that's not a bad spell to take. It is a bit middling for range, but you know, considering what it can do, it is fairly useful. So, starting with the grunts, we have starting with the Citizen Levy. 8 points, 20mm base. Speed 6, melee 5+, range 6+, armour 5+, nerve 5+, 1 wound, height 2. 1d8 at range, 2d8 at melee. It's just standard. Nerve's not bad, armour's not bad, range is a bit naff, melee's okay, speed's alright. 8 points for a grunt. It's just a standard thing, ain't it? It's all shades of alright, ain't it? It's cheap if you want to unlock stuff. That's, I suppose, its main advantage. Plus its melee stat, half the time it'll hit and half the time it'll save its armour rolls, and half the time it'll pass nerve tests, so it's not terrible. Next we have the Warriors, starting with the Kindred Archer. 16 points, 20mm base. Speed 6, melee 6+, range 4+, armour 5+, nerve 5+, 2 wounds, height 2. 2d8 at range, 1d8 for melee. It's got bow, which is 12-inch range. Combined fire. When involved in a group shoot action, kindred archer models add +1 dice to their range attack rolls if one or more other kindred archer models in the group fire at the same target. That's not bad. I mean, if you've got 3 kindred archers, each one would get 3 dice, I think. If one or more, yeah, if one or more. Which 16 points, shooting on 4s with 2 dice. It's not bad. It's double the points cost. It's a fair whack of the time. It's not bad. A little bit expensive, yes, but you are shooting pretty decently. Next we have the Kindred Tall Spears. 13 points, 20mm base. Speed 6, melee 4+, range 6+, armor 5+, nerve 5+, 2 wounds, height 2. 1d8 in ranged, 2d8 at melee, and you got a spear. 13 points, hits on 4s in close combat. It's 7 points more than a citizen levy. At the minute, the Kindred Archer has got a bow. Simple. But the tall spear, you're hitting really well, but apart from that, you're really not doing anything better than the citizen levy can do. And it's only 5 points cheaper, but even so, them 5 points can really make a difference. So I don't think the Kindred Tall Spear is really worth it, if I'm completely honest. Next we have the Sea Guard. 22 points, 20mm base. Now this is where it's getting a bit expensive. Speed 6, melee 4+, range 5+, arm 5+, nerve 5+, wounds 2, height 2. It's got defender's ability, so if you want to brace yourself, it's a short action. Range 2d8, melee 2d8. It's got a spear and a bow, which is 12-inch range. It's pretty decent. Half the time it's hitting with its shooting and 4s in melee, 2d8 for both range and close combat. Shame it hasn't got the Kindred Archer combined fire thing, but you know, it has got the jack of all trades thing. But that's the thing, it's a jack of all trades. It hasn't got a case of being good at one thing and not good at the other thing. It's trying to be good at everything, which can work, but you have to really make it work. Plus it's 22 points, which is nearly 3 times the cost of a citizen levy and nearly twice the points cost of a Kindred Tall Spear. So I can see the point in taking them, but I'd just be careful in how many you take. Maybe 1 or 2 at most, I'd say. Next we have the supports, starting with the Silver Breeze Glade Warden. 28 points, cavalry base. Speed 8, melee 5+, range 4+, armor 6+, nerve 5+, 3 wounds, height 3, because he's on a horse, and has got the cavalry special rule. Range 2d8, melee 1d8, got combat pound bow, which is 9-inch range, has got pound, which has a chance of knocking over. It's not bad, it's fast, it's hitting in 5s in close combat, even though it's 1d8, but 5s ain't bad. Shooting on 4s, which still ain't bad either. The weakness is the armor save, which is a 6+, so 3 out of 8 times it will pass. I mean 3 wounds as well. It's not cheap though. It is not cheap. Next we have the Battle Cat. 13 points, cavalry base. Speed 7, melee 5+, armor 6+, no range stat. Nerve 5+, 2 wounds, height 2. It's got Bloodlust, which is not a bad ability. No range stat, but 3d8 for melee, which for 13 points, hit on 5s, and Bloodlust, speed 7. That ain't bad at all. its armour is very weak, so you are going to have to be careful with that. Maybe hide it behind some units and then let it run around them to get in there, sort of thing, is what I would suggest. Next we have the Kindred Gladestalker. It's 26 points, 20mm base. Speed 6, melee 4+, range 4+, armour 6+, nerve 5+, 2 wounds, height 2. Marksman, Pathfinder and Scout. 2d8 at range, 2d8 at close combat. It's got a bow, which is 12-inch range. I like these more than the Sea Guard. These are basically doing the Sea Guard thing, except their armour is worse. They've got Pathfinder and Scout, which does make up for it. And so does Marksman. But it's not cheap though. That is its main downside, and its armour 6. So just be careful in taking them. They do take up a support slot, so just be wary of that. Next we have the large Guardian Shambler. 35 points, 40mm base. It's beast nature, not elf, because it's not an elf, it's made of wood. Speed 5, melee 5+, no range stat, armor 3+, nerve 5+, wound 6, whew, blimey, height 3. Crushing strength 2 and steady. It's got 3d8 melee, no range stat. Protect. Pay n number of power dice up to the number of wounds the Guardian Shambler has left to transfer any wounds just caused on a single friendly elf model within 3 inches of the Shambler instead. Reduce the Shambler's wounds accordingly and remove it if it is reduced to 0. This ability can be used at any time, so you can use it in your opponent's turn, which is nice. It's kind of got the Infinity thing where you can interrupt your opponent's turn just to heal your models. And the thing is, with 6 wounds, you can just share them about all over the place. You do have to be close, and it is a bit slower than other models in this force. If you've got a battle mage, you could use the heal to heal it up for a bit, and then it can keep doing the Guardian, the protect thing. It's very good in melee. Hits on 5s, which is half the time. It's only got 3 dice, which for a large model is a bit low, but crush strength 2 and steady, it's not getting knocked over. An armor save of 3, it is going to, even if you've got your opponent's got high crushing strength, chances are it's only going to be up to crushing strength 3 unless they've got something special on them. So it's still going to be hard to take down, even if you never use protect. It's certainly going to. And it's only 35 points, it's not bad at all. Next we have the Spellcaster, which is the Battle Mage. 38 points, 20mm base, 1 red dice of power. Speed 6, melee 5+, range 4+, armor 6, nerve 4, 3 wounds, height 2. 1d8 at range, 2d8 at melee. It's got heal, which is short range, lightning bolt, which is long. Heal, which is a short spell, lightning bolt, which is a long spell, mind stone, which is a long spell, range boost, which uses 2 power dice. Use this ability to increase the range of one of the caster's spells by 6 inches, where the range is specified. The range boost must be paid for during the caster's activation just before the chosen spell is cast. So if you cast the spell, you then can't use range boost. You have to use range boost before. So it's just something to think of there. That's going to be really useful for all the spells. Range is pretty decent. Nerve is very good, especially because, well, armor's naff, and if they are gonna go down, it's not gonna be easy as you think. Though obviously it's not there to do combat; it's there to fling spells about, and that's kind of it really. Shoot some things and then heal up whenever necessary. Like I said, for the Guardian Shambler, you could use heal from the Battle Mage to heal the Shambler up a bit, then it can keep using protect, which makes them a good support combo. Just remember that's using your large slot if you in a small point game and using a spellcaster slot. Next we come on to the command. The Prince, 44 points, 20mm base, gives you 1 blue power dice. Speed 6, melee 4 plus, melee 3 plus, range 4 plus, armor 4 plus, nerve 4 plus, 4 wounds, height 2. 6th sense, crush strength 1, inspiring. 2d8 at ranged, 4d8 at melee. Battle rage, you need 2 power to do this. If this model can engage an enemy model with the following follow-up move, it may engage that model and initiate another melee by using the ability to go into a battle rage. This model will not get any bonus dice for charging, however. Once this second melee has been resolved, mark the model as fatigued. So basically you get to attack twice with 4d8, so you could... That's nasty. Especially with cushion strength 1, hitting on 3s. Yeah, that is gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt a lot. The Elves then. They are an elite force. They can do pretty much everything well. Their main downside is their power dice options are very, very limited. You've only got the Prince and the Battle Mage to do so, and they are not cheap. Other factions have got slightly cheaper models to do so, which cannot do multiple things rather than just shoot spells or be good in close combat. Though saying that, the Prince is really, really good in close combat, I have to say. Also, they are a bit limited on their crushing strength, which is just for the large model or the command, being the Prince and the Guardian Stalker. So in terms of actual pummeling the opponent, they have the dice, they just don't have the squishing the opponent ability, shall we say. But they are also elite as well, so you're not going to have that many models. Unless you take a load of Citizen Levy, which means it's going to be a short game. So, that's it for the Elves. Goodbye for now.